A high-rise located in western Gaza City housed press offices for international and local news. The United Nations has warned that Israel's push into Gaza City could result in further forced displacement on a massive scale, and world leaders have voiced fears of mounting civilian deaths. At the beginning of the Israel-Hamas war, Gaza had a population of about 2.3 million people. It is divided into 5 regions: North Gaza, Gaza City, Deir el-Balah, Khan Yunis, and Rafah. Bordered by Israel and Egypt on the Mediterranean coast, the strip is about 365 square kilometers. The district of North Gaza shares a 10-kilometer-long border with Israel. The Gaza Strip is surrounded by a heavily fortified border consisting of a concrete wall and double-wired fencing. The Israeli army patrols Gaza's northern and eastern borders. The Beit Hanun crossing, known as Erez to Israelis and managed by the Israeli army, is Gaza's only northern crossing into Israel. From there, Palestinians with special permits, usually for urgent medical treatment, are allowed to leave Gaza on their way to Jerusalem or the West Bank. Since 2007, Israel has imposed a sea and air blockade of Gaza. North Gaza is home to the largest refugee camp in the Strip. The Jabalia refugee camp covers an area of 1.4 square kilometers, and with a population of 114,000, it is one of the most densely populated places on Earth. Gaza City is the largest and most populous city within the Gaza Strip, with more than 700,000 residents. Rimal, Shujaya, and Tel Hawa are among its most well-known neighborhoods. And at the heart of the Rimal neighborhood is Al-Shifa Hospital, the largest medical facility in the Gaza Strip. The Shati refugee camp, also known as Beach Camp, is located along Gaza's Mediterranean coastline and is the third largest out of the Gaza Strip's 8 camps. Deir el-Balah, named after the monastery of the date palm, Deir el-Balah is one of Gaza's largest agricultural producers. It is also home to 4 refugee camps: Nuseirat, Al-Bureij, Al-Maghazi, and Deir el-Balah. Gaza's only operating power plant is located along the district's boundary with Gaza City. Khan Yunis. The district of Khan Yunis is home to some 400,000 people. At its center is the Khan Yunis refugee camp, home to about 87,000 people. Rafah is the southernmost district of Gaza with a population of more than 250,000. The Rafah border crossing is the only crossing point between Egypt and the Gaza Strip. Both Israel and Egypt have kept their borders largely shut. In 2020, the Rafah crossing and the Erez crossing into Israel were open for only 125 days, according to the UN. In Gaza, displacement has become the new normal. Almost all of Gaza's 2.3 million population has been displaced ever since the war began in 2023. According to CARE International, over 86% of Gaza now falls within Israeli militarized zones or areas placed under displacement orders. With every new strike or ground incursion, families are forced to move again. On the 9th of September, Israel issued an order urging 1 million people from Gaza City to move to the south. Israel claims these orders are part of its military campaign to eliminate Hamas.
כדי לאפשר פינוי מהיר יותר של האוכלוסייה העזתית, להפריד אותם מהטרוריסטים שאותם אנחנו רוצים לתקוף.
As Israel intensifies its attacks, humanitarian agencies warn that the shrinking space for civilians is creating a crisis within a crisis. The displacement zones are overcrowded, under-resourced, and in some cases have themselves come under fire. According to IDF, around 350,000 people fled Gaza City by the 16th of September. But what are these displacement zones that Gazans are being forced to move to? Let's take a look. Al-Mawazi. One of the main relocation areas is Al-Mawazi, a coastal strip in southern Gaza. It covers nearly 9 square kilometers and was designated by Israel as a safe zone. But UN officials say it lacks basic infrastructure. Clean water, sanitation, and medical facilities are stretched to the limit. Its population density has surged as tens of thousands arrived, turning the area into a congested camp. Deir al-Balah, located in central Gaza. Deir al-Balah has the smallest refugee camp. The zone includes vital infrastructure like wells, a reservoir, and a desalination plant. According to the UN, these infrastructures are the lifelines of Gaza. However, the zone suffers from overcrowding and repeated trauma among the displaced. Rafah is the southernmost city in the Gaza Strip. In 2024, 1 million Palestinians fled to Rafah to escape Israel's bombardment. According to the Palestinian authorities, almost all of Rafah has been demolished by Israel. Displaced Palestinians are now heading southward, some on foot and others in vehicles. People carried their belongings as they moved across a coastal area in central Gaza from Gaza City.
We did not sleep at night, and this is everything I own. This is all I have. I left with this. Today, I came walking from 6 o'clock, and here I am walking, heading to the unknown. I swear we do not know where to go to. We are going to the unknown. We left from heavy bombardment in the Gaza Strip all day and night long. They destroyed a lot of towers.
I am from Al-Jalaa. There is no transportation. I do not want to leave Gaza. I do not want to leave my home. I want to sit in my house. We cannot but flee. We will spend our life fleeing. We are always displaced. Displacement is our destiny.
Back in July, Israel's defense minister Israel Katz put forward a proposal for relocating Gaza's population into designated camps in the southern part of the Strip. The plan immediately drew international criticism, with legal experts warning it could breach international humanitarian law. At the center of the proposal is what Katz has called a humanitarian city to be built on the ruins of Rafah. Under the plan, Palestinians would undergo security screenings before entering, and once inside would not be allowed to leave. But how realistic is this plan? Some Israeli officials dismissed it as political signaling. Far-right Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir suggested the relocation idea was unlikely to be realized and may have been floated only to justify a ceasefire. The relocation plan introduced in July remains deeply divisive. Hamas has rejected the idea and called it blatant deception. For Palestinians, the relocation plan raises fears of permanent displacement. For Israel, it is framed as a security necessity. Overwhelmed by the influx of casualties caused by the continuation of Israeli airstrikes and bombardments, hospitals in Gaza are enduring a catastrophic collapse of the healthcare system. From hospitals to streets, chaos can be seen everywhere. As you can see here, Israeli army drops evacuation leaflets over Gaza City as it begins the main phase of its ground offensive in the area. Gaza remains at the heart of a war with no easy end. Israel calls its actions a fight against Hamas, while Palestinians continue to live with loss and displacement. As the dust settles over destroyed neighborhoods, one question lingers. What future can emerge from the rubble?